Remember to stay at home. These trying times are tough, and quarantine has given us enough time to think. To keep yourself busy, What to Play presents the top 25 free PS4 games, all arranged by PlayScore. The PlayScore is an average of gamer and critic ratings. For more free PlayStation 4 games, better check out our website at whattoplay.com. Link in the description box below. Number 25, Dreadnought. Explore the far reaches of the galaxy with your very own ship. Jaeger's tactical turn-based game is all about space warfare. As an outlaw captain, fulfill your rewards as you take down enemy ships, travel to new battlefields, and befriend other players. Being at the helm of a gigantic spaceship in their cinematic cosmos is already delightful on its own, but the strategy that each fight entails definitely adds to it. Purchase your own fleet of ships and open your horizons with each upgrade. However, be mindful of its dwindling player base. A play score of 7.66. Number 24, Tera. If anyone wants a taste of good old MMORPG, Tera is the quickest way to experience it without much of a hassle. For old players, it's the game that they keep coming back to, despite its ups and downs. For amateurs, it's a unique take on the genre with more player freedom. It's free, and it encourages everyone to grind for that powerful gear. Graphics and gameplay aside, the game is still active, but according to some, it's now on life support. A play score of 7.66. Number 23, Let It Die. The edgy mishmash hack-and-slash and survival action reeks of death and gore. Enter the mysterious Tower of Barbs and partake in the ultra-violence that awaits you in over 40 floors of tireless combat. While it feels a little old school in some, Let It Die is an enjoyable combination between Mortal Kombat's gnarliness and Souls-like combat. Dying in those higher levels might be a little painful for your wallet though, because you know, microtransactions. Nonetheless, a play score of 7.69. Number 22, The Darwin Project. One of the latest battle royale games on the list. Scavenger Studios' own take on the genre places 10 players in a sadistic arena with another player taking control of the world. It's not just about becoming the last man standing, you have to watch out for the traps and bombs from the map masterminds and escape this insane game. These two interactions feel fresh given the state of the VR genre right now. A play score of 7.75. Number 21, DC Universe Online. The biggest superhero ensemble in an online game ever is still alive and kicking. Side with good or evil as you create your own superpowered character. Meet the iconic characters of the massive DC universe, including every hero's rogues gallery. Depending on your choices, side with like-minded companions to vanquish evil or dominate the world. The player base is still strong, and its latest batch of updates continues to make the game better. A play score of 7.77. Number 20, Warframe. Space Ninjas. Digital Extreme sci-fi MMO continues to evolve over the years. To this day, the riveting free-to-play co-op third-person shooter gets better in every update. Be part of the Tenno, a race of ancient warriors with badass ninja powers and supernatural badassery. It's a PvE game similar to Destiny, but its best features lies in its customization options. The amount of warframes to pick up and weapons to upgrade can give you hours and hours of sci-fi fun. Pick from its unique arsenal of frames and grind your heart out to upgrade to its optimal degree. A play score of 7.78. Number 19, Fallout Shelter. It's hard to take any Fallout game seriously these days, especially given their tainted track record. However, this free simulation isn't built for the hardcore Fallout fans. It's for everyone who wants to enjoy a casual experience. Rebuild civilization straight from the bowels of the earth. Repopulate your citizens and create a thriving community capable of sustaining their day-to-day activities until the earth gets back to normal. A play score of 7.87. Number 18, Neverwinter. From the makers of Perfect World comes a fantasy MMORPG based on the legendary Dungeons & Dragons. Play as one of many race types and classes and take up your role as a protector of a devastated land. Based on the deep lore of the D&D universe, immerse yourself in a complex and layered narrative. Topped with beautiful visuals and impressive voice acting, it has a play score of 7.89. Number 17, Paladins. High Res' very own hero-based first-person shooter has made a name for itself, proving that it's more than just another Overwatch clone. The game combines hero shooter and deck building into one great entry. Select from a wide list of heroes and customize their skills to your own choosing. Compete with players in 3 massive objective-based modes such as Onslaught, Siege, Team Deathmatch, and its new Battle Royale mode, which acts like a standalone entry compared to its original Paladins version. It receives a play score of 7.93. Number 16. The Playroom VR. Not every PS4 user has access to its costly VR gear. If you do, it's no surprise you already have the Playroom installed. This is Sony's version of a virtual reality tech demo where you can enjoy the PSVR to your heart's content. There are an ample amount of things to do, such as minigames that make good use of their hardware. It receives a play score of 7.94, and as a free game, it doesn't hurt to try if you already have a PSVR. Number 15. A King's Tale, Final Fantasy XV. Square Enix's unprecedented move on expanding the Final Fantasy XV lore comes as a free-to-play title. Taking place 30 years before Noctis and his Backstreet Boys, the fresh retro art style covers a completely new atmosphere for the title. Walk tall and assume control of King Regis in his prime. Like the original, engage in intense combat with its in-depth battle system, and summon magical creatures just like in every other Final Fantasy out there. Meet familiar and new characters as you uncover the story that leads into the main game. A play score of 7.98. Number 14. World of Warships Legends. The PC has already had enough of the chaotic naval combat World of Warships has to offer. It's time they enter PlayStation 4 territory. This console port is akin to the PC original, but with some added upgrades. Visually, the oceanic skirmishes look absolutely stunning with the HDR support. Sure, the microtransactions still plague the already enjoyable gameplay, but if you get past that, it's pretty decent and it receives a play score of 7.99. Number 13. Pinball FX 3. If you're sick with all the shooting and fetch quests, Zen Studios' 3rd installment of their signature pinball simulator is the perfect gaming pastime. Show your love for your favorite Universal Pictures franchises with a slew of new tables from the likes of E.T., Back to the Future, and Jaws. Trade high scores with friends in this asynchronous competitive multiplayer or show your mettle in the game's various tournaments. It also marks the first backward-compatible title, letting you bring out your FX2 purchases for no additional price. A play score of 8.03. Number 12. War Thunder. Conquer the battlefield from land, sea, and air in this heavy metal wargame from Gaijin Entertainment. This game literally puts you in the driver's seats of German warplanes, Soviet tanks, and the fleet of the Japanese Empire. It offers a lifelike experience of war in modes like realistic and simulator battles. Their newest updates comes with even more reckless devastation with new locations, game modes, and mechanics. Use your innate tactical wits or just shoot and blow things up. Your call. A play score of 8.03. Number 11. Dauntless. Monster Hunter's long-lost brother, albeit with a charm of its own. Dauntless is a co-op action RPG that pits you against the behemoths of nature. Like Capcom's record-breaking series, use a wide array of weapons and customize it to its full potential. Although it shares similarities to Monster Hunter, it does stand on its own as a casual free-to-play action game. You might have to watch out for its microtransactions though. A play score of 8.07. Number 10. World of Tanks. We've had warships and warplanes, but PlayStation 4's long list of free-to-play titles also has a game about tanks. Enter the battlefield as a hulking piece of war metal. Select from different varieties of tanks from all throughout history. There's always one that'll fit your style. Tinker around with its customizable features and get ready to blow the others away with your metallic powerhouse. A play score of 8.07. Number 9. PlanetSide 2. It's rare to see players getting back to the good old PlanetSide 2 days, considering a number of new games lately have upped their ante in the first-person shooter scene. Yes, the game is still active. This Guinness World Record holder delights you with its MMO first-person shooter universe. Choose a faction and fight alongside hundreds of allies in the march to victory. The devs remain true to their community and support them until the foreseeable future, adding new weapons and other gameplay bonuses to the game. A play score of 8.08. Number 8. Smite. The gods must be crazy in this MOBA entry from High Res Studios. Enter an arena full of heroes and villains from ancient myths and legends, all for the glory of divine supremacy. Select from its ever-growing pantheon of heroes consisting of characters like Thor, Medusa, Nyx, and newly added Mulan. It's a perfect free title that offers enough content, especially with its diverse game modes where your skills are always tested. It has a play score of 8.18. Number 7. Call of Duty Warzone. And just like that, another Call of Duty game swoops into our list. Activision brings in the big guns with their very own standalone battle royale game, for free. Survive the harsh battlefield with up to 150 other players and become the last man standing. Choose from its 2 game modes and wreak havoc to the chaotic Warzone. It's still in its fresh start, so expect a few improvements coming along the way with more maps and content. A play score of 8.28. Number 6. The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, reigning supreme in our top 10 free PC games of 2018 to 2019. This is Don't Nod's adorable yet somber tale of a young kid with a knack for imagination. A prequel demo necessary to understand the full scope of Daniel and Sean's story in Life is Strange 2. Join Chris and his otherworldly friends as Captain Spirit. For 2 hours of your time, it's a fantastic story with a great soundtrack. A play score of 8.29. Number 5. Path of Exile. Dubbed as the Diablo Killer, Grinding Gear Games has expanded on this isometric dungeon crawling formula with online activities that Diablo 3 had problems during its launch. It's still going strong today as a free-to-play title. A little daunting for beginners, there's no reason not to check it out. Now that we're in 2020, the game has continued to prove itself with its massive player base and new content drops. A play score of 8.33. Number 4. Fortnight. This pop culture phenomenon shaped modern gaming with its cartoonish battle royale action and endless community support. Drop down that battle bus and dominate the vibrant battlefield with your squad. Packed with an expansive amount of content every month, unlock new skins and discover the perplexing mysteries in its crazy world. It receives a play score of 8.35. Number 3. Apex Legends. Begin the hunt with your team of 3. Sharing the same hero-based concept from Blizzard's Overwatch, this Titanfall spin-off adds a flavor of battle royale into the mix. Be the last squad standing in an arena of 60 people. Whether you want to take it slow or aggressively, the choice is up to you and your squad. The game is living up to its live service format, adding new content every season. Its latest hero, Revenant, adds a nightmarish presence to the sadistic arena. A play score of 8.44. Number 2. Destiny 2. Bungie's award-winning sci-fi MMO FPS makes its way to the PS4, and this time it's free from Activision's greedy hands. Travel to distant planets and create your own character and choose from 3 unique classes, each offering distinct abilities that can help you and your buddies in its multiplayer or single-player modes. To this day, Bungie continues to support this game, with each expansion bringing a whole new flavor to the raids and lore. A play score of 8.50. Number 1. Hatsune Miku, Project Diva Future Tone. It may come off as a surprise, but this free-to-play demo of Japan's most celebrated digital idol has a lot in store for new and old fans. This Vocaloid princess is once again stealing your hearts, charming you with her graceful dance moves and serenading you with her synthetic voice. Once again, it's not entirely free. This version offers enough music to convince you to purchase the entire music packs. It receives a play score of 8.93.